Hello all and welcome, and I am the MGTOW philosopher, and in this video I would like to take a look at a once hottie, now naughty broad. Yes, the wall takes no prisoners, and just like the bigger they are, the harder they fall, the hotter they are, the fatter they will be when they are older broads. I had the world at my feet, and I didn't know it. How Kate Fisher went from being billionaire James Packer's fiancée and glamorous model to living on welfare with a new identity and a lot of regrets. And here we have a picture of her face. Now that's a beautiful woman, right? That is one hot to trot chick. Gorgeous brunette. Gorgeous. In the 1990s, she was Australia's top model, engaged to billionaire James Packer and living the life of glitz and glamour. As I've always said, you will not see hot-looking chicks with poor losers. Oh, but women don't care about money. Yeah, right, and men don't care about looks. But Tispora Malka, formerly known as Kate Fisher, now lives a drastically different life, surviving off just $200 a fortnight. Oh my God, $200 a fortnight? Holy shit! That's every 20 days, by the way. For those of you who don't know how many nights a fortnight is, that's 20. On Saturday, the 44-year-old opened up about her spectacular life story in a candid interview with news.com.australia, detailing her biggest regrets. Not getting married to the billionaire is probably on the top of that list. No doubt. And there's a full-body shot of her when she was a hottie and not a naughty. Yeah, you had the world at your feet, baby, didn't you, until you hit the wall. And you didn't know you hit the wall. Of course, with the cognitive dissonance that is typical of most women. They think they're hot forever. You know, when they look in the mirror, they see a hottie, and the rest of us see, we see the imperfections, which they typically don't see because they live solipsistically in a subjective world. And while we live in the objective world and we men see every imperfection, well, they tend to ignore them. Yes, I'm still hot. I'm 35. Look at me. Oh, they want me. The men want me. Meanwhile, I'm getting $200 a fortnight to survive. And this was the former hottie in 1994. So 23 years ago, this was her at the age of 21. Whew, who wouldn't bang her? Hot. Look at them tits. I mean, perfect body. Perfect body. She looks great, right? And there she was before she changed her name, and now called Tispora, when she was in a relationship with the billionaire James Packer. And she was in a relationship with him for most of the 1990s. But even then, that's in the later 1990s. Because see that picture? She's already getting fat. Look at that. She's got two chins in that picture. So she's been dating him since the early 90s. The picture we saw before was the earlier 90s. And this is a little while later, a few years later. And she's put on weight, hasn't she? She got a double chin there. Yeah. She's looking a little chunkier there compared to how she looked before. And that's why he broke up with her ass. You see, honey, if you had maintained your figure and stayed hot, you might have been able to snag that billionaire and get him to marry you, and then you could have stolen half his assets. Unfortunately, the lazy slob that you are, you couldn't help yourself, and you chowed down thinking he loved you only for your inner self. Meanwhile, there is no inner self. You're a dumb model. There's nothing more to you except the outer wrapping. That's it. So you let yourself get fat on Cheetos. Lots of extra helpings of butter on your mashed potatoes. And sour cream. Yeah, yummy, yummy, yummy. And fast forward into the future to the present. Kaboom! Literally. Of course, that's what you hear when she walks, like a herd of elephants. Good God! Talk about a transformation. Jesus Christ. It's like the before or after, except instead of having the fat woman become thin, you got the thin woman that's become fat. She's unrecognizable. Holy shit, what happened to you, honey? What happened? This is a perfect example of why you don't marry a woman, because no matter what, they're going to be fat when they get old, unless, of course, you got something to hold over their head, which is you leaving them, okay? You got your lease and you rent. You don't buy, because once you buy, they're going to let themselves go, and they might let themselves go anyway. But at least if you don't rent or buy when they do let themselves go, you can get the hell out of there. But you've got some control so long as you don't marry them. They're not always going to end up like this, but they will if you marry them. Absolutely, positively. And geez, the moment I saw this picture, I had those images of, like, you know, the old Batman TV show, whenever they hit the bad guy, they wouldn't show him hitting the bad guy. You would just have this kablam, boom, Shazam show up on the screen instead of the actual punch. Well, that's what immediately popped into my head when I saw this picture. Good God, she's ginormous. I don't think there's an adjective that could accurately describe this broad. Holy God, she's humongous. I mean, Jesus Christ, she went from, what was it, maybe a C cup to an H, I, J. I mean, is there a number big enough to define how big her tits are now? Oh, my God. Those are some mammary glands, all right. Good Lord. Talk about hitting the wall. I mean, really hitting the wall. She went from being a hot broad. I mean, I've seen some of these former models, and they still look pretty good, you know, in their mid-late 40s, and they take care of themselves. I mean, she could still be hot, of course, if she had any self-discipline. Yeah, that billionaire is lucky he got out when he did, because she was already starting to pack on the pounds. Yeah, what a dumb broad. Hey, honey, you wait until after he signs on the dotted line before you start loading up on the carbs and the fat, huh? Before you start gaining weight, you dummy. Speaking candidly, Tispora has returned to the public eye after a very tumultuous life that saw her go from a life of luxury to living in a homeless shelter. Well, you know, when you're that hot abroad at 21, yeah, you can easily have a life of luxury. When you're at 9 or at 10, yeah, not a problem. But of course, when you look like this and you have no skills, you're a total moron, you've lived your whole life on your looks, guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up homeless. If you let yourself go to this extent and you have no other skills or abilities. And of course, it's just like I've always said. The better looking they are, the better looking, the dumber. Because they don't have to be smart. They've been taught as they grew up by boys kowtowing to them even when they're very little that they can get what they want. You know, so yeah, sure, why be smart? I got a winning lottery ticket here. Sadly, she didn't cash hers in, and she got fat a little too soon, and the billionaire dumped her ass. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is too funny. The stunning brunette. Where? Where's she at? Is the stunning brunette hiding behind her? Because frankly, you could have 2 or 3 stunning brunettes hiding behind that wall of a woman who hit the wall head first at light speed. Let's take out the word stunning because that doesn't apply in the present tense. The brunette told the publication that her time as a top model was a waste as she wasn't able to recognize and appreciate her own beauty. Huh, imagine that. Hot-looking chick that didn't appreciate her own beauty, yet she got herself a billionaire. I think she appreciated it very well. What I think she doesn't appreciate is the fact that she didn't take enough advantage of it and she let it go too soon before she could cash in her chips, as it were. The fatty goes on to say, I look at those old pictures and think, I had the world at my feet. Yeah, if only I had the wisdom that I have now, that I had this winning lottery ticket. If I had just taken advantage of it more, I wouldn't have to be surviving on $200 every 20 days. Yeah, stupid me. And I didn't know it. Oh, yeah, you didn't know it. You had a billionaire boyfriend, but you didn't know it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think you knew it enough. I think you knew it. You just didn't take advantage of it to the full extent you thought that you should have now. I had no confidence. Well, that's probably true. Most of these hot-looking broads are extremely insecure, but they know they're hot, generally speaking. She wouldn't have been with a billionaire if she didn't know she was hot, okay? Yeah, you would just happen to end up with a billionaire, but you're not cashing in your chips. You're not taking advantage of your beauty. Yeah, you're taking advantage of your beauty, but the problem is you saw in that second photo that she was getting fat right there. She already had a double chin, okay? And she's dating a billionaire. Big mistake, honey. When you're dating a billionaire, you should be in the gym every day working your ass out and trying to get that ass as tight as possible so you can keep him, land him, get him to sign on the dotted line so that 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years later, you can divorce his ass and get half his shit and lifetime alimony. You fucked up, all right. I didn't think people looked at me and thought I was beautiful. Yeah, right. Bullshit. Bullshit. You just fucked up. You were stupid is what you were, but I'm sure you knew how you looked. Give me a break. She wistfully added, what a waste. What a waste. I didn't take advantage of my beauty more, and then I didn't maintain it long enough to get that simp fool with his billions of dollars to sign on the dotted line. I'm so stupid. You got that right. The beauty began dating billionaire James Packer in 1993, and by 1997, she had gained 40 pounds. Oh, my. Well, there's one reason the relationship ended. The same year, she starred alongside Elle Macpherson, Portia de Rossi, and Hugh Grant in the film Sirens. Tispora became engaged to James 3 years later, but the pair split in 1998. Yeah. You saw those later pictures. She already had a double chin. I'm sure by 1998, she was looking more like the Michelin Man than her former self. You would think women are inflatable seeing these later pictures. Good God. Yeah, they inflate as they get older. That's right. News.com.au states that at the time of their breakup, the beauty had a multi-million-dollar property in Sydney, as well as hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank. Really? So it looks like you actually had taken advantage of your beauty, to be successful, but not as much as you should have, because we saw those earlier pictures. She was really hot, so it should have been millions, not hundreds of thousands in the bank. As I've said, the better looking, the dumber. And just to give you some more contrast, here are some more pictures of the naughty fatty before she became a naughty fatty. A Star is Born, Tispora on the right appeared alongside Portia de Rossi, the lesbian, on the left, and Elle Macpherson in the center. Hot chick, very hot. And there she is again, drifting around, following her split from James Packer. Tispora relocated Los Angeles, living an expensive lifestyle. So instead of being smart, saving her money, continuing to work as a model and save and save and save, she partied and drugged, and she partied, which means she did drugs, she drank a lot, and got ever fatter and uglier and wrinkled because, the alcohol and the booze and all that and the drugs, that expedites the aging process greatly. But she didn't care. Oh, I have to live. I have to live. Now compare that to this, because even in that picture, she ain't bad. I mean, who wouldn't bang that? Most guys would bang that chick in that picture. Now compare it to this. Kablam! Damn! Kablam! Bam! Boom! Or more accurately, boom bada boom bada boom bada boom. That's that sound you hear when she walks. Good Lord, what a heifer! So, gentlemen, keep this in mind. If you're dating a hottie, don't ever, ever marry her. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And by the way, if you do buy the cow, she's literally going to become a cow. Look at this blob with the chin and the neck blending together, and there's really no way you can tell the difference between the two. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Can you imagine that used to be this? Yes, it's frightening, isn't it? Frightening indeed. What this woman has become. She went from that to this. So, gentlemen, this is yet another reason never to marry a woman. As if you didn't already have enough reasons. Well, this is yet another. Moving on, she's in a blossoming relationship. Really? Good God. There must be some guy out there who squeegees windshields, who is very proud to have this heifer as his girlfriend. Tispora is looking very much ahead to the new year. Yeah, I'll bet she is. Looking ahead, huh? Yeah, she's looking ahead to how many whole cows she can inhale. Yes. So, let me know what you think of this hottie becoming a naughty. Is this typical of every woman? Or are there some women out there who will maintain their looks, even if you marry them, which of course we know is bullshit. And let me know what you think in the comment section of this video, and please like and subscribe and donate to my Patreon if you feel so inclined, because you of course know that YouTube will demonetize this video as they demonetize all my videos. I am MGTOW Philosopher, and I wish you a good day. Take care.